So we're back again with another What I Eaten week. Part 11 in November, 11th month of the year. Let's get it. Alright, so first I had a smoothie from Revived Superfoods. They actually had a different version of this. It used to be with raspberry, and I guess raspberry isn't in season anymore, so they swapped it with strawberries. Still pretty good. It's a pretty lightweight smoothie though. It only had 3 grams of protein. So I usually had this if I want greens without having too much. And for my actual meal, I had nanjito, and it's pretty much just noodles with chicken in a kind of like yellow curry. And then I had a Oreo cream puff that my cousin made. And dinner that day, we got poke. And at this poke place, they actually have bubble tea as well. So I got spicy salmon, spicy tuna, and then jalapenos, red onions, and veggies and such. And then I just had a regular bubble milk tea. And then the next day I just had rice noodle with fishball in peanut sauce and soy sauce. And in addition to this, I actually had the rest of the Revived Superfoods smoothie that I wasn't able to finish the day before. And then for dinner I had bamboo shoot with pork. And I think my mom makes this bamboo shoot with turmeric to give this a little bit more of a yellowy color. I know bamboo shoot's already yellow, but this honestly makes the whole house smell real bad, but it tastes really good. And I just had that over rice. I was watching something, so I just had some popcorn and a drink from McDonald's. And the next day, my mom made this sticky rice, but she didn't put it in like the banana leaf. She just kind of made her own like variation of it, where she put all the toppings, like was it like Chinese sausage, pork belly, and quail egg on the bottom, and then she would put the rice on top. And she would just microwave it to make it a little bit more sticky again. And to top it all off, I just added sriracha to it to give it a little bit more flavor. Honestly, I thought this was a really smart invention that she made, so I'm very proud of my mom. And then the next day, for breakfast, I just had the same thing again, and I also had some orange juice to go along with it. And then for dessert, my sister made these cupcakes. So I just had that. I put it in the microwave for a little too long and the top started melting off, but that's fine. And for dinner that day, I just had some, I think this is just like some DIY hot pot. I forgot to film it, I guess. But I had that. It was just like gin ramen, thinly sliced beef, quail egg, some fish balls, or fish tofu, and then I had a strawberry matcha drink with bubbles, and that was actually really good. Tastes a little bit more like strawberry cream than maybe like a strawberry puree, but I still really like it. And then the next day, my mom made this, I don't know what it's called, but it tastes a little like sour. It has peanuts in it, it has sour leaf and some red chilies as well. And my mom made some fried egg and cabbage, yes. And then I just had some YEO'S white gourd juice box. And my mom made these mango sorbet. It was supposed to be mango ice cream, but it didn't come out as an ice cream. It tasted more of like a sorbet, but that's fine. And for dinner, I just had some halal food. So I just had rice with chicken. And then I also had some sour leaf grape or sour leaf rolls still left over, so I had that. And for dessert, I just had milk chocolate almond covered vanilla ice cream bars from Haagen-Dazs. And then I had some canned bubble milk tea. The bubbles aren't really bubbles, they're more like these little jelly balls. And for my meal, I just had the same thing again, that pickled mixture with the egg and cabbage, fried egg and cabbage. For dinner, I had some fish in black bean paste, and I had some bok choy to go along with it over rice. It actually wasn't supposed to be black bean paste. It was supposed to be like fried fish with soy sauce and ginger, but my mom overheard or misheard me, so that's what I have for dinner. And then dessert, I just had some milk chocolate, almond, Pockies, and these are like my favorite Pockies. The next day, I went real ham with my meal. I had a hefty double cheeseburger with some hand-cut fries and these massive onion rings. The onion rings are like huge. They're like, I talk about this all the time, every single time I get them. They're like at least like 2 inches wide. And I actually had a chocolate milkshake as well, or a vanilla chocolate milkshake, and I didn't really like that one, so won't get the milkshakes again, but the burger and fries are real good. And then for dinner, I had a lighter meal. I had sauteed tofu and bean sprout, and my mom made some fish cakes, and I just had that over rice. And then I actually had some wine. I had some rosé to go along with it. And the next day I am making another glorified ramen. So I'm using the vegan soon. I had some bok choy, and I'm using some leftover HOTPOT toppings. So I just have like fish balls, spam. Lastly, I just topped it off with the thinly sliced beef. And I actually had a revived superfood strawberry zen smoothie that I was slurping away in the morning. So that's why it's like almost empty now. And then for dinner, my mom made onokasue. This time around, she used a different kind of noodle, which is more like a round rice noodle. She didn't like it, but I liked it. She added some of these fried like chips or whatever, just to give it a little bit more texture. And she did make a hard-boiled egg for me for this time around, because I have to have this with a hard-boiled egg. And then for dessert, I'm just having this black sesame soy milk. And I have it in this little sippy cup that I actually got when I went to watch like a show or whatever, and I loved it. It actually comes in handy. I don't know why. The person who I went to see the show with was making fun of the sippy cup, but I loved it. And I'm just eating 2 cupcakes that my sister had baked. And that is it for another week of what I had to eat. Hope you are liking it. If you are, remember, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all in another week of what I eat. Bye!